Good morning, everyone. This is my absolute favorite cup. You know, it's funny, I have so many cups. I love cups. There's a funny thing about certain things that we collect. And this one, it's the writing is starting to wear off. I have beautiful cups in my cupboard, but this is the one I always go to. It has so much memories for me when I used to do hair for Tiff. And yeah, it just brings back memories. It's funny how that happens, eh? So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about the things that help you to get success. And success, I've heard the most amazing quote for success, because we really can beat ourselves up about being successful, that we can only celebrate once we are at the finish line. But really, the finish line keeps moving, because once you get to the thing that you want, there's always something more. And that doesn't mean being greedy or being never satisfied. As a spiritual being, we can do nothing else but grow. That's really what we're meant to do. The spirit is for always expansion and fuller expression. So when you are growing as a spirit, yes, you are going to accumulate things, you are going to acquire things. We live in a physical world. And so as we are growing, we might get a better house, get a boat, go on a beautiful trip. But it's really in the awareness that we can experience everything that we want to experience. Now, you might not believe me because maybe you are having a very limited view of the world right now. And we have been conditioned to live by our five senses. And the five senses are amazing. That is how we hear, we smell, we taste, we touch, we reason. Reason actually is a mental faculty. That's not a sense. But what it is when when we are attuned to these senses only, then we are only experiencing what has already been manifest. So we can see the fruits of our labor. We can see the limitation that we're living by. We can see that our bank account doesn't have the money that we want in it. We can see that we have excess pounds that we do not want to have. We keep trying a new diet and nothing seems to work. When we're trying to change our behavior, we get temporary results from changing our behavior. So if weight is something that you want to release, and remember, you always want to say release. Don't say you want to lose weight. Your subconscious is attuned to find what we've lost. So as we lose weight, the body finds it again and brings it back to us. So always say that you want to release weight. But when you are trying to release the weight and you are trying to change your behavior, which is what we all do, we try to eat more salad. We buy the gym membership. We don't eat the cake. These things will work, guaranteed, but there's no lasting results, because we have not gone to the core of why we do what we're doing. So what is the core? I should eat less if I want to release the weight. I should exercise more if I want to release the weight. Like I said, that will work temporarily. But at the core is what we are thinking about the weight we want to lose. It's what we're thinking about who we are physically. What are you saying to yourself when you look in the mirror? Are you saying, I love myself as I am? I doubt it, because I know for myself, in my previous life, I would look at the mirror or avoid the mirror, but when I did see it, I would shudder, or I would turn a million angles until I found the angle that wasn't so bad. And there is not any such thing as good or bad. Everything just is. But we attach so much to the physical that we can derail any progress by going back to what we think about ourselves. So once you decide, I want to release the weight, it's not the things that you are doing necessarily, but the way you're thinking that manifests in the body. Now, I know sounds like a puzzle that you have to put together, but really it is so, so simple, because it's the repetition of the new thoughts, of the wish fulfilled, that will change your body. And not just, it's not like magic, like, okay, I think thin thoughts and the weight just falls off. No, but what it does is when you keep thinking, you keep writing statements, affirmations. I am so healthy. I am the weight that I want to be. I have released all the unwanted weight. You start believing it. You start you start attracting ideas to release the weight. You start seeing yourself in that beautiful body, and you start acting as if you already are that weight. Now, if someone was at that weight, how would they act? Where would they go for dinner? What would they choose to fuel that beautiful body they have? How would they exercise? It doesn't become a job anymore. It becomes honoring this vessel that we live in. That is the difference between being successful and settling. Because we are humans and we are impatient, we want everything now. But the beautiful part is, what we want is already here. We just have to get out of our own way and stop judging ourselves for whatever standard we are at the physical moment. Now, manifestation happens. It can happen instantaneously, but it can also happen gradually. If we are persistent with what it is that we want, then it is happening now. We may not see it, but the universe is conspiring on our behalf, because we are only entertaining thoughts of what we want, not what we don't want. So beating ourselves up that we're not the weight that we want to be is really shutting off all of that beautiful energy that flows to and through us and gives us the ideas on how to achieve the goal we want. Because we're only focused on what we have now and beating ourselves up about it. So when you start being grateful for the body you have now and saying how magnificent it is and how awesome it is, then you are going to start thinking about your body differently, because you're going to love it. And when you love your body, all the beautiful things it does for us, you're going to start treating it differently. Because someone who is at the weight that you want to be will not treat it the way you might be treating it now. So hateful, so hard on yourself, so unkind. I'm sure the words that you use to describe your body, you would never describe your friend that way. So success is the progression towards a worthy ideal. So it's not the final destination. It's the progressive realization. It's doing it every day. It's being consistent. It's being persistent. This will get you so much further in life than wanting it, and when you don't see it, you give up. How many times have you done that? I know I've done it so many times, and I still do it. When you're working towards a new goal, something you haven't done before, you get nervous. You can get afraid. But as your awareness grows, you are not taken away by this fear so quickly. You see it for what it is. Fear's like a bully. When you face the bully, they stand down. So I want you to step into fear and watch it dissolve. So what is it that you want more than anything? Work towards it. See yourself already there. Be grateful for where you are right now, whether you have the outcome or not. It really doesn't matter, because you have to be happy in yourself now. Because once you are at the goal, there will be something else you want to work towards. So you don't want to shut your happiness on and off by whether or not you achieve the goal, because you're really never going to be finished. There's always going to be another goal. So are you going to wait to be happy once you get all of the things you want? I hate to tell you, but you'll never be happy, because there's always something else to strive for. And when I say strive, I mean soar. When you strive, when you work hard, when you're trying so hard, this kind of negates the whole process. Once you know what it is that you want, you have to release it and allow the blessings to come to you, the ideas to come to you, the people and the opportunities to come to you. But you won't allow that into your life until you release it. And you can't release it until you know where you're going. So yes, goals are very important, but it's in the knowing that it's already here. That's the place of beauty, because you don't have to go get it. You don't have to reach for it all the time. Once you know it. Now, a lot of people say, yeah, I know it. I've heard this. I've tried it before. It doesn't work. Well, how long did you try it for? How much did you believe it? What were you saying to yourself on the journey? That it's not here? That this never works? See, I'm trying. Now, like I say, what we see outside of us is the manifestation of the thoughts we had before. So if you're only concentrating on what it is that you see in front of you, then you're in this loop of recreating the same thing, because we are what we think of. So if we've already manifest what we have and it's not what we want, by concentrating on it, we keep recreating the same thing. So this kind of work is repetitive. It does take time. It does take work, but not the same kind of work that you've been doing. The work is in the repetition of being consistent, of studying yourself every day, and starting to do the work of knowing why it is you're not doing what you already know how to do. Isn't it crazy? The more we know, the less we do. So now I want you to start looking at what it is that is stopping you. This isn't therapy. This is really about understanding yourself and understanding the mind. If you're saying negative things about yourself, stop it. Just stop it. Why not connect to the I am statement of the wish fulfilled? I am healthy. I am beautiful. I am fit. And love the body you're in now. Every dimple, every roll, this body has taken you everywhere. So love it as it is and see yourself in the body you want. So I'm sure I went off topic, as I usually do, but I really want you to understand that success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So as you keep working towards your goal, you are successful. Don't wait until you get the thing you want to enjoy your life, to be happy with yourself, to be grateful. The more grateful you are, the more things you have to be grateful for. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want any advice or help on the success that you are striving for or soaring towards, leave me a message in the comments and I'll be happy to help you. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Every time I do a new post, I want you to be notified. And if there's any subjects that you want me to talk about, just leave it in the comments below. I'll be happy to help. Until then, have an awesome day. Blessings to you.